welcome to episode 12 of F4F News, brought to you by First for Figures, where we do a weekly recap with updates so you know what is up. Now, for our recent launch updates, early bird pre-orders for our B-Banjo and Strife Grand Scale Bust statues, as well as our Mario PVC statue exclusive edition, are still available on our website till the following dates. Just head on over if you haven't and hit add to cart. Consider it retail therapy for stress. We've also just announced Sigmeier and Sigward of Katarina SD resins. They look so cute. Can you guys guess what we call them internally? Because let me dare you to say Sigmeier and Sigward 10 times really fast. Sigward's, see, I count. It's not going to happen, is it? So internally we call them onionites because they look like little onions, you know? Well, pre-orders for these little guys open on the 23rd of February 2023. So mark your calendars, Dark Souls fans. You can also check out our giveaway page on our site with all the details so you can have a chance to bring home one of our recently released statues. Now let's move on to production updates. For this week's
production updates,
first up we have Crash and Kart. Check out these updates for the base and Crash's shoes. Well, it's hard to say. The base has already been painted, which means we are so close to completion. The mossy details on the ramp as well as the textures look so good now that we've painted them. And the shoes lineup is visual ASMR, which has been a while. And it seems they've been painted as well, and I can't wait to see them on Crash. Next up, we have updates for Dark Magician Purple Definitive Edition. It would seem all the parts needed are being checked for any flaws. This way, before we attach everything to the base and, attach all the bits, we can ensure that all the bits are up to standard. And over here, we've got exciting updates for Chibiteratsu versus Dark Chibiteratsu and Possessed Kuni. Looks like most of the statues have been assembled and prepared for packaging. The foam box being there is such a tease for those of you waiting at home. Just a little more, guys, just a little more. Next, we have updates for Nameless King. Here we have a chilling scene of amputated arms, legs, man, even from the wrist. That is cold. Though it makes me so proud to see the parts painted. I love the tones of this statue and the age aesthetic that different colors create together. And it's not just Nameless King whose parts are in parts, but his Storm Drake too. The claws are being painted and dried. And speaking of paint, we've got an exclusive sneak peek of our team creating the shiny scales on our Storm Drake's limbs. Now that is skills. And finally, we've got an update for Death from Darksiders. Here we have a lineup of his face. Now, I never thought we'd get an upshot like this because those details on his neck make him look really monster-like. The veiny purple against the pale flesh is very on theme with who Death is. We also got a clip of our team painting his forearms that will be holding the scythes. We rarely see clips of them painting a pretty blank canvas, so this is pretty exclusive. Thanks again to Alex for providing these updates. I can't wait to see what's coming next week. Welcome to this week's What's Up in the Club! So let's get started with what was on Luigi's radar this week. Thanks to Alexandra Stay for sharing her Chibiteratsu PVC statue with the LED functions. Glad to hear you love the lights. I especially love how the lights bounce off the tray. That was one of my favorite features. Congratulations to Brett Slovacek, who has received IV and found his authentication card. Good job! A tip is to check the phone box and make sure the sign that says this side up is well up. I also love the pictures of all these strong female character statues side by side, and they're all from F4F, so thank you! Congratulations to Aitor Rendo for receiving both Urbosa and Mifa. I love how your collection looks. It's really cool. I can see so many F4F The Legend of Zelda statues, so thank you so much for the support. Congratulations to James Thomas as well, who received his Soldier Conquer Definitive Edition. The base is gorgeous, and there's something about the color palette of your house that really matches Conquer's color scheme. Thank you again for the support! And finally on Luigi's radar is Jason Chang's post. Now I don't know the answer to your question, but I do love the comments we got. Here's two of my favorite. And like what Alex said, try and see, lol. Thanks again to Luigi for sharing these with us this week. Now let's check out who's got on our Mystery Man's radar! First, thanks to Paige Rousseau for sharing her collection of our The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild PVC statues. I cannot wait to see when you've got Mifa and Daruk there. Next, thanks to Arjun Grevling for sharing this picture of his Luigi's. Our marketing team seems to really love Luigi's Mansion 3. Like, I'm sensing a trend. Thanks to Cindy DeFos Aute, I'm sorry if I butchered your name, for also sharing her collection of our Breath of the Wild champions, Rivali and Mifa. I love how they look against their blue wall. Congratulations, Jacob Paris, on receiving the definitive edition of Soldier Conquer as well. I love the base on that thing, and we're really happy to hear that you love it too. Thank you, Jacob. And last but not least, we saw you last week, and now we see you again, Mr. Konstantin Drekasaki. We love a good Okami PVC pick, and you have given it to us. Chibi Teratsu looks very awesome here. Thanks! And remember guys, if you want to get on my guys' radar, funny captions, beautiful displays, and cat pics are especially useful. And that is all for today's episode. I am Monmon, and don't forget to follow us on our socials at First4Figures so you don't miss out on the next episode. F4F is love, F4F is life, and I shall see you in the next one. Bye!